The year 1988. The place, America. U.S. scientists attempted to create two perfect toy reviewers. Their code names were Apollo, Daryl, until something went terribly wrong, and they escaped the facility. They now reside in a small East Bay town, doing what they were made to do, doing what they love to do. Reviewing toys for the masses. They may have started out as a government experiment, but now they are simply known as the Loose Joints.
Hi, this is Michael Greenhut, a friend of the Loose Joints, who's doing a guest review on one half of the 2-pack of the Masters of the Universe / DC Classics 2-pack. I'm going to be reviewing Lex Luthor, and I'm also going to say a few words about the comic book that came with the 2-pack. Check out Daryl's review for the review of Skeletor. So, here is Luthor in all of his bald majesty, with his green and purple battle armor on, ready to fight Superman, hand to hand, man to man. Now, this Luthor is pretty much the exact same Luthor as in the DC Superheroes line. Not a whole lot of differences going on here. As for detail, I think the detail on this figure is pretty nice. Like I said, pretty much same as Superheroes line figure, but, you know, still, I think it's pretty nice detail in the armor, etching on the metal plating, like holes for where the screws are going in, the symbol here, the little plastic wiring or cords or whatever running through his suit, and on his, I'm just going to call this thing right here a kilt, because I don't know what else to call it. I don't want to call it a skirt. Come on now, this is an action figure, not a doll. I also think that they did a pretty nice job in the face, the head, the sculpting of the head. Some of the other classics figures and superhero figures, I don't know, some of their faces aren't quite as nicely made. Some look a little bit not quite like their comic book counterparts. So, yeah. Okay, and one other kind of cool detail I thought was that they did a little bit of discoloration, some brownish discoloration on his armor, as if he may have gotten into a battle with Superman or, you know, some other hero from the DC universe, or, you know, one of your other figures that you might have. I thought that was, you know, a nice little touch. So, his head can move 360, I would imagine. I kind of don't want to mess with it, just because it's sort of difficult to get it to go all the way around because of the armor. It can look down, but not up, just pretty much straightforward. The arms, there's a joint in here that can move out and in. I would assume that it probably could move 360 if it was given the chance, but once again the armor gets in the way. There is a swivel joint here at the bicep that can go 360, and at the end of his, oh, and of course there's an elbow joint, and at the end of his gauntlet here, it can swivel 360 degrees. At his waist, he can move 360. He also has slight mobility up and down, very, very slight, unfortunately. For his legs are very limited by his little kilt deal here. He can't really move them back or forward very far. He can move them out and in very, very slightly. Once again, there's you can swivel the middle of his upper leg, bends the knee, and the foot can bend pretty far back. So if you ever wanted Lex Luthor to pose like a ballerina, this would definitely be the figure to get. As for accessories, really there ain't a whole lot. Pretty much the only thing that he comes with is the different types of kryptonite. The green one, which I have in his hand here. Blue one, which is for against Bizarro. Red, which can mess up Superman's personality, and have other weird effects on him. And then gold, which I think just takes away Superman's powers without actually poisoning or killing him. Pretty much leaves him just powerless. So yeah, it comes with a variety of kryptonite. One thing that I was sort of annoyed at was online I saw a picture of the 2-pack and it showed Luthor holding a gun, which the kryptonite went into. Now, this 2-pack that we got, that Daryl and I split, did not come with that gun. There was no place in it in the box. It just wasn't there. I guess either the ones that they made that came in that shipment didn't come with them, or perhaps none of them come with them. I don't know. But it was a little bit disappointing. So this 2-pack, as well as the Superman and He-Man 2-pack, comes with comic book. It's pretty much, you know, a fun little added bonus. Not the greatest story, obviously. It's pretty corny, you know. Might be a fun read once over, but other than that, not exactly what you're coming to buy this 2-pack for. Once again, this 2-pack's comic book chronicles Superman and He-Man teaming up to fight Skeletor and his minions. One thing that I was sort of confused at was there's no Lex Luthor in it. They went to the trouble of making Superman into this He-Man story, but then they didn't put Lex Luthor in it. I thought that was kind of weird. So, that's my half of the Skeletor Luthor 2-pack review. Check out Daryl's half of the review to see what he thinks about Skeletor. And thanks for tuning in to the Loose Joints guest review with Michael Greenhut.
Oops, wrong logo. Sorry.